Here's a nice wild edible in Australia. Figured I'd show it to you before I mow it down. I've been wanting to show this for a while, but I keep cutting it, and then I never get to showing it on video. This is the sorrel. Same sorrel as back home in my meadow. There's a nice sour taste. Has 3 heart-shaped leaves, and it's a very refreshing tasting leaf vegetable. Nice wild edible to find all over the lawns in Australia as well as back home in New York and generally across North America. Nice mild sour taste and very refreshing. So now I get to cut it down, sadly, but it grows well. There's food everywhere here, just wild food. Before I cut it off, there's a better view of it. 3 heart-shaped leaves and a nice sour taste, very refreshing. Here's another wild edible found in North America and obviously Australia. There's the common clover. Looks like the sorrel leaf, but it's got rounded leaves, 3 rounded leaves. And it can vary in color, the green color a little bit. To get to there. You got sort of a center vein, it's sort of a deeper crease, and 3 leaves. And these are edible. Common field clover. The flower, although there are no flowers here, the flower is also edible and can be used in tea. And if you pull the little petals out of the flower, you can suck on the middle. It's got a very nice sweet taste. Oh, there's some sorrel right next to the clover. Let me focus. Here we've got the heart-shaped sorrel right next to the rounded clover leaf. So they grow together very often. And there's some wild edibles in Australia. Some good wild foraging here. A lot of good wild edibles can be found in Australia that you can recognize in North America. So you could survive here, and you still have to learn all the local stuff, but there's a lot of things you would recognize, and that's good to know. Here's a wild edible also found in North America and Australia. I recognize from home. It's Purslane. This is actually a super vegetable. Now this is mixed right in with a look-alike, which is not edible to my knowledge. Notice the purple stems on the look-alike, but the Purslane has smooth and deep purple stems, whereas the look-alike is very hairy, and the leaves are a lot different. The Purslane has shiny leaves, and it's called a succulent herb because it's full of moisture. It's very thick and juicy, very fat and juicy. When you squeeze it, it's very thick. And this is full of omega-3s, and can't remember everything, but it's a serious powerhouse of minerals and vitamins. It's a super vegetable, this little Purslane. I can't eat this here because it's been sprayed with pesticides, but you could take these and cultivate them. I think they should. I advise that they should. And make a really good garden vegetable out of this. Here's a better look at it. Let me focus in. Here's a nice close-up. The shiny purple leaf, or stem, and the shiny flat leaves. Very, very good healthy herb. Here's another wild edible that I find all over throughout the bush in Australia. Let's see if I can carefully get up here. When you walk around to this stuff, just watch your step. Snakes and spiders. There's red raspberries growing wild everywhere in here. These are edible, but they don't taste very nice. There's a bunch of them all through here in the bush. They're scattered throughout. Thing is, it's hard to get to them, and they're not very nice tasting. They're very mild, but they are edible, and they are a source of food. So some more wild edibles in Australia. That one was actually quite nice. Well, they do have an odd flavor, as well as being nice and sweet. There's an interesting flavor to them. But there they are. Somebody was talking about whether berries are growing wild in the bush, and there's the answer. Yes, they are. They're everywhere out here.